we travelled to the small town of Aberfeldy in Highland Perthshire. The name Aberfeldy originates from the Pictish word aber, meaning river mouth, and Peldy, meaning water sprite. I perhaps didn't pronounce Peldy right, so if anybody knows the correct pronunciation, please let us know in the comments below. Thank you. To get to Aberfeldy from our hometown in Crieff, you have to travel over the Small Glen, which is a really scenic route. So if you are travelling around Scotland and you get the chance to go over there, then you will definitely enjoy it. We did have a bit of a mishap though. When we were driving, we heard a very loud clunk noise, and John got out the car and found this on the ground. Luckily the car is all fixed now, so we will be able to continue our travels and visit more bookshops, but it was a little bit worrying at the time. In 1787, famous Scots poet Robert Burns was inspired to write lyrics to a song as he sat by the Falls of Moyness. He was surrounded by birch trees, which is in Scots Birks, and the poem that he wrote was the Birks of Aberfeldy. We decided to follow in his footsteps and take a stroll around the Birks ourselves.
Bonny lassie, will ye go? Will ye go? Bonny lassie, will ye go to the Birks of Aberfeldy? Now simmer blinks on flowery braes, and o'er the crystal streamlets plays. Come, let us spend the lightsome days in the Birks of Aberfeldy, while o'er their head the hazels hing, the little birdies blithely sing, or lightly flit on wanton wing in the Birks of Aberfeldy. The braes ascend like lofty was, the foaming stream deep roaring falls, o'er hung with fragrant spreading shaws, the Birks of Aberfeldy. The hoary cliffs are crowned with flowers, white o'er the linns the burnie pours, and rising meets with misty shores, the Birks of Aberfeldy. Let fortune's gifts at random flee, they ne'er shall draw a wish for me, supremely blessed with love and thee, in the Birks of Aberfeldy.
As you wander around the bookshop, you see glimpses into the building's past life. The actual present building dates back to 1825, but there have been mills on the same site dating back to the 1600s and possibly even the 1400s. So it's a really interesting place to visit and also buy some lovely books. We realised in our last video when visiting Stirling that we didn't actually talk about the books we had bought in the shops when we were there. So this time we've decided to mention the books we bought, and once we've had a chance to read them, we will do a little view in another video. So John bought this one. He's very into Japanese literature at the moment. It is a story of a lady who is in a bar one day and sits next to a former teacher, and as the story develops, they fall in love, and well, this is what it says in the back. We'll have to find out, won't we? And my son, who is very into physics, bought Helgoland: The Strange and Beautiful Story of Quantum Physics. I personally think this is probably a bit past what I could manage, but he's very, very interested and has read a lot of physics books, so we'll let you know how he gets on with that as well. When you visit the Watermill, it's not just a bookshop you're going to, there's also an art gallery upstairs, which is a really nice selection of paintings and pottery as well. And there's also a gift shop next door, so if you go out to see the actual Watermill, you will see where the gift shop is. We picked up a whetstone in there. Our knives have been very blunt recently, so we were happy to find this because it's amazing. Little things in life can really cheer you up as an adult, and having sharp knives when we're cooking is one of those in our household anyway. Okay, thank you for watching, and we hope to see you on our next trip.